forward with the Unity Sand.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
Are you okay?
Standing here with you on our wedding day, smiling just to see the smile upon your face. These are the moments I thank God that I'm alive. These are the moments I'll remember all my life. I found all I waited for, and I could not ask for more. I could not ask for more than this time together. I could not ask for more than this time with you. Every prayer has been answered, and every dream my life's come true. And right here in this moment is right where I'm meant to be. Oh, here with you, here with me. I couldn't ask for more than the love you give me, 'cause it's all I've waited for, and I could not ask for more.
Give Dad a big hug and a kiss. As family and friends of Taylor and Josh, we gather together this afternoon in their honor and in the presence of God to share with them in their marriage. When I met with them a while ago, I asked them to write some personal thoughts about each other. What do they love about each other? And let me share with all of you what they have shared with me. And just as you are now hearing it for the first time, so are they. Neither one of them knows what the other is going to say. It's sort of exciting that way, don't you think? Okay. It wasn't long, Josh says, after I met Taylor that I knew I had found someone special. I fell in love with Taylor's astounding intellect, unending kindness, and a burning passion for God. My love for her grew even more once I knew she was just as much of a child at heart as I was. So you're both kids, huh? Okay. She is someone who I can play video games with one night and go to a business event with the next night. Someone who, no matter how much time we spend together, I always look forward to seeing her again. She is my best friend and the love of my life, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. Proverbs 18:22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." And Proverbs couldn't be more right. And he says, "I love you." It's pretty good for a guy, right? Okay. Taylor says, "There are characteristics over which I pray to God, asking for his help to grow in me that I may become a better person. The top of that list often includes asking for a stronger capacity to love, to have humility, patience, self-control, and grace." And then he sent me Josh. God knew what he was doing when he sent me someone who naturally has these qualities. In 1 Corinthians, Paul tries to instruct the church at Corinth about what love is. and what it looks like. And if I were to replace the word love and it with Josh and he, in 1 Corinthians, they ring true. Josh is patient, Josh is kind. He does not envy, he does not boast, he is not proud. He does not dishonor others, he is not self-seeking, he is not easily angered, and he keeps no record of wrongs. Josh does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. He always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. I stand to learn much from Josh and can now exercise another cherished characteristic, gratitude, that my awesome God has given him to me. I love you, Joshua Davis. Let's thank him for that. We thank the two of you for asking all of us to share this most intimate of moments with you, your marriage. And in return, we share with you our love, our happiness, our joy, and our support, not only today as you're getting married, but throughout your married life. And today, the beauty of this sanctuary, this church, is truly enhanced by your being here and by your devotion to each other. And in turn, as we all come here today to celebrate your marriage with you, our lives are enriched not only by the beauty of our surroundings, but more importantly, by the beauty of your two lives together. God has brought the two of you and all of the rest of us here today. And God is here with us because God is love. And where love is, God is. And God is here today in the two of you and in the love that you have for each other. And God is here today in all of the rest of us and in the love that we have for the two of you. May we each experience God here today. May we treat each other with God's forgiving, respecting, and enhancing love. And may each one of us be an example of God's love for one another. It's a turning point in life when two people recognize and affirm their love for each other and realize that their lives can no longer be lived separately from each other. Love cannot be found where it truly does not exist, nor can it be hidden for long where it does exist. And the two of you have come to this realization in your own lives. You have perceived that your love for each other has helped each of you to grow as a person. And your love for each other has helped each of you and both of you as partners to love others more. And I think this is certainly evident to everyone here who knows the two of you. And it certainly was evident to me the very first time that I met with you. And as this has happened, it is certainly within God's purpose that your lives are shared with each other. First of all, as friends, but also as lovers, and also as husband and wife. Never forget what the two of you have found in each other. Try to keep that alive every single day, and try to help that to grow every single year. And to keep what you have found, you promise to never forget or deny the visions of good that you see in each other. You have promised that the love and the trust you feel for each other is never going to be diminished by petty misunderstandings, nor obscured by the commonplace experiences of everyday living. You've been together long enough to know that faults will appear, which were once hidden in the excitement of your newly discovered relationship. And your real strengths, at times, may seem less significant the more you continue to get to know each other. But both of you have acknowledged this. And you have promised that throughout your married life, you're going to continue to be confident of each other, devoted to each other, always communicating with each other, forgiving each other when needed, and most importantly, in love with each other. The two of you have shown in the past, and you've committed yourselves in the future, not to take advantage of the vulnerability that each of you has exposed to the other. And each of you has pledged to give and not just take from the other. Now today, as wife and husband, you join together in your own new family. But each of you brings a family with you, and you acknowledge and you appreciate the goodness that has come from them. And you have asked that they all be remembered today and be given your deepest thanks for their important roles in your lives. Remember and give thanks for Donna and John Brown, Taylor's mom and dad, for Cheryl and Brad Davis, Josh's mom and dad, Alex and Shannon Brown, Taylor's brother and sister, Jacob Davis, Josh's brother, Nancy and Jerry Davis, Josh's grandparents, and Leroy Rand, Taylor's grandfather. And we also remember and give thanks for those very special people who are with us today in loving spirit and who we know would give their deepest blessing to this marriage. Kay and Thomas Engebretsen, Josh's grandparents, who are unable to attend but are still alive. That's good, that's good. And Russ and Rita Quinton and Harvey and Hazel Brown, Taylor's grandparents who have passed away. And we with you also give thanks for everyone else who is here today, witnessing, celebrating, and supporting your marriage. May your new relationship as husband and wife enhance the relationships you've already established with family and with friends. You're going to continue to interact with all these people, but now from a whole new perspective. Never again will you be just your individual selves in these relationships, but also as wife and husband, the core and the essence of your own new family. Your primary concern now, very simply, is each other. All of your other relationships, those in the past, those in the present, and those yet to come, are contingent upon this new relationship into which the two of you are entering today. And if you continue to build this relationship, as you have in the past, on trust and love and concern and sensitivity for each other, all of your other relationships with family and friends will benefit as well. So give yourselves, both individually and together, the room and the support to grow. So let us now begin this new creation, this new relationship, this new family, by affirming publicly in front of family and friends what you've already affirmed privately to each other. Who presents Josh to be married? We do. Thank you. And who presents Taylor to be married to Josh?
We do.
Thank you. Please come to me. Josh, will you have Taylor to be your wife, and will you love her and communicate this love with your words, your actions, your thoughts, and your touch? Will you forgive her when needed? And will you allow her to grow, both as your wife and as a person? And if so, answer, I will.
I will.
Taylor, will you have Josh to be your husband? Will you love him and communicate this love with your words, your actions, your thoughts, and your touch? Will you forgive him when needed and allow him to grow, both as your husband and as a person? And if so, answer, I will.
I will.
Now repeat after me. I, Taylor, ask you, Josh, to be my husband.
I, Taylor, ask you, Josh, to be my husband.
In return,
In return,
I offer and pledge my life to you.
I offer and pledge my life to you.
To the best of my ability,
To the best of my ability,
I shall try
I shall try
to be sensitive to your needs.
to be sensitive to your needs,
All that I have
all that I have,
of love and trust,
of love and trust,
forgiveness and friendship,
forgiveness and friendship,
I shall share with you.
I shall share with you.
I am not perfect.
I am not perfect.
Understand and forgive
Understand and forgive
my imperfections
my imperfections,
as I promise to share with you
as I promise to share with you
all that I am.
all that I am.
You've said that you'll marry me,
You've said that you'll marry me,
sometimes carry me,
sometimes carry me,
and I will be there for you evermore.
and I will be there for you evermore.
This I promise as I marry you.
This I promise as I marry you.
I, Josh, ask you, Taylor, to be my wife.
I, Josh, ask you, Taylor, to be my wife.
In return,
In return,
I offer and pledge my life to you.
I offer and pledge my life to you.
To the best of my ability,
To the best of my ability,
I shall try
I shall try
to be sensitive to your needs.
to be sensitive to your needs.
All that I have
All that I have
of love and trust,
of love and trust,
forgiveness and friendship,
forgiveness and friendship,
I shall share with you.
I shall share with you.
I am not perfect.
I am not perfect.
That makes them laugh for some reason.
But honey, I think you are.
But honey, I think you are.
Keep him, right? Understand and forgive
Understand and forgive
my imperfections
my imperfections
as I promise to share with you
as I promise to share with you
all that I am.
all that I am.
This day I shall marry my best friend,
This day I shall marry my best friend,
the one I laugh with,
the one I laugh with,
live for,
live for,
and shall love forever.
and shall love forever.
We're going to have a few words from a very dear friend and mentor of theirs, Kuda Biza. Kuda, would you please come forward?
Chill here.
beautiful ceremony we have today. I want to just start by congratulating Taylor and Josh, or shall I say Mr. and Mrs. Davis, on your union. As we celebrate the newlyweds today, I just wanted all of us to just take a moment and reflect on the importance of marriage and why God created marriage. I believe it's a pertinent discussion to have, not just for the newlyweds, but also a time of reflection for those of us already married, or for those of us already on the path of getting married. Marriage is about sacrifice. In Ephesians 5:25 says, "For husbands, this means love your wives. Just as Christ loved the church, he gave up his life for her." So Josh, this means that you're going to have to sacrifice certain things for Taylor. And likewise, Taylor, there are certain things you're going to sacrifice for Josh. And what does sacrifice mean? Sacrifice means being selfless, putting yourself before your spouse. So that's what marriage is all about. Marriage is also about two individuals coming together, becoming one. In Genesis 2 verse 24 says, "Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall join to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Now, becoming one flesh is about companionship. You guys are now companions for life, and you're now on the same team, Team Davis. You're stronger together than you are as individuals, so that's the whole advantage of being married. And last and certainly not least, marriage is about love. In 1 Corinthians 13 verse 7 says, "Love never gives up, never loses hope, is always hopeful, and it endures through every circumstance." Taylor, I remember the first time you told me about Josh, and I also remember when you told me the story of how Josh proposed. And in both of those instances, there was a warm, loving glow you had as you talked about Josh and, your relationship. And I was in no doubt that you're in love. And also, the first time when I met the both of you together, I sat there and observed the way Josh would look at you as you would talk, and I could clearly see that Josh's world revolves around you, and you're certainly in love as well. So today, as we celebrate their love and their union, I pray that the awesome love that they share today, may it just be an appetizer, just the beginning for things to come. May your love continue to grow stronger and deeper forevermore. And may you also realize that this is not just your moment, but this is your era. May God continue to bless your marriage and your union. Thank you.
Let us pray. For God of love, we ask that today you bless these rings Taylor and Josh are about to exchange. As they reflect upon these rings, may they be reminded that these rings are outer symbols of the inner love and trust they feel for each other. And as they see these rings every single day of their lives, may they remember what they have promised here today to each other. Amen.
Amen.
You'll put this on her left hand. You want to take that off first? And repeat after me. Taylor, my love,
Taylor, my love,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a constant and evident symbol
as a constant and evident symbol
of my love for you
of my love for you
and my trust in you.
and my trust in you. Wait, is it backwards?
You're fine. Do it.
Maybe. Ta-da.
Okay. And you'll do this on his left hand. Josh, my love,
Josh, my love,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a constant and evident symbol
as a constant and evident symbol
of my love for you
of my love for you
and my trust in you.
and my trust in you.
Okay, go ahead. Symbolic of your love and trust for and in each other, the two of you both give and receive these rings. May their symbolism grow as your relationship as husband and wife deepens and is enriched by your constant love and communication. Josh and Taylor, as you have dedicated yourselves to each other, and as you have consented to live together in holy marriage, with the blessing of God, who is love, and according to the laws of this state, it is both my privilege and my honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. And let love always be the communication, both of your hearts and of your home. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, now you're going to stand and pour the sand, then go.
Tomorrow morning when you wake up, if the sun does not appear, I will be here. If in the dark with a sigh of love hold my hand and have no fear, 'cause I will be here. I will be here when you feel like being silent, when you need to speak your mind. I will listen and I will be here when the laughter turns to crying, through the wind losing and trying, we'll be together. I will be true to the promise I have made to you and to the one who gave you to me. I will
We have one more very important thing to do, and that is to seal the marriage with a kiss. This is my favorite part. It's going to be your favorite part as well, because this will be the best kiss any of you have ever seen or experienced. In part because I'm inviting all of you with me to participate in the kiss. Let me tell you how. When I met with them, I said, look, it has to be a good kiss. You're in love, you just got married, a little peck on the cheek is no good. And if it's not a good kiss, I will make you do it again until you get it right. So I'm inviting all of you with me to judge the kiss. Now there's no pressure on you at all. Most beautiful life. So now your part in the kiss is over. All of you are here today because you love them, they love you, and most of you know and love each other. So in their honor, if you're sitting next to or anywhere near people that you love, please give them a kiss. For the bride and groom, I thank each and every one of you for being here today to celebrate this wonderful moment in their life. Let us now receive the closing prayer. We're thankful for another beautiful day. The beauty of this place where we live, the beauty of this historic church, but especially the beauty of the love that we see between Taylor and Josh and their wonderful family pray that